Mid says Odin split the sea in two. But there's two, and then there's two.
I struggle to believe it myself.
I see your uncle isn't with you.
He stayed with the Enterprise. After our brush with the Einherja, she was in urgent need of repair. And my uncle knows a shipwright in Randalar. We're to join him there when we're ready to sail for Ash.
You sure that's wise? Last I heard.
Show me a city where that isn't true.
Oh, we're running out of time, aren't we? We've done our best to shore up that hideaway. But still, we'll keep.
Let's hope so. I should visit Joshua. Assuming time. I'll allow it.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Anything catch your eye? Think you can help?
What about?
Well,
And the...
safe from the flood front. Zoltan and Doris sent some.
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think you
Does...
I thought you.
No.
Yeah.
covered in nicks and lumps.
Come back. Oh, don't tell me we've run out of...
Still alive, are ya? Coin purse weighing you down? You're rubbing me blind, you know. None today, I'm afraid. Is that all?
Oh, the stew's awful.
So what do I owe the honour? So, will it be? Not bad, if I do say so myself. Anything else?
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts? I've never
Can the loss be true?
Miss, can we read Miss Editor's story for our lesson today?
What a wonderful idea, Jocelyn.
How was she? The Enterprise,
Don't tell me. You need more.
I'm the less only trouble.
So,
We've got a couple of examples.
more fallen. So this smelter is similar to the mithril engine in...
That's right. There are animals we've collected.
So you want me...
That's it. Where there's an enough.
All right.
Build it.
How do you split the sea, you reckon?
Reckon we're better off not knowing. There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me. But I can speak to her at least. Where are you?
Can I help you?
I'm looking for Doris.
I'm afraid my job, actually.
Did she?
Follow it. Once they'd settled in.
The slaver calls too much. I'll go and find her.
If she's not...
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried. Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
Just because the heavens have gone to reckon.
How do? Take care out there, eh?
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
It's been a pleasure, Doris. Just like old times.
I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking our slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine that the slaver we've been tracking is an old acquaintance. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight away, and then vanished without a trace.
That was her just now, wasn't it? So, was it a fruitful reunion?
I'd say so. She tried to recruit. Seems her time in Rosaria is after her brush with those beasts. She's dead.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bear.
The Baum Arches.
Ah, Clive, I was just about to send for you. I'd like you to take something to Sir Wade up in Eastpool. Seeds for planting. Thought it was about time they started growing their own food. I'll keep providing them with whatever they need in the meantime, of course. But if Eastpool's going to survive, it's got to be able to fend for itself. As of those poor bearers. They've lived their whole lives in servitude, but now they're their own masters. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for themselves. So it's up to us to teach them. And if Sir Wade's putting a brave...
All right.
Thanks. Wouldn't ask if I didn't have to. There. That should be enough to keep them in Gazal Greens for a few years at least.
Gazal Greens.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're hardy, they grow fast, and they fill a hole. Better that and chocolate ain't exactly suck.
I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do with them. And if he don't, well...
I'm sure you...
I heard the Guardians saying we're supposed to grow our own food.
The victuals Martha sends us are more than enough for me.
Ah, what brings you?
A deliver...
These are Martha, but
Martha, so that they'll be able...
that's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before we brought them here. They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far, subsisting almost entirely on Martha's charity as we do. It's about time we all started to provide for ourselves, bearers and Guardians alike. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses. There have been alarming reports of...
The Horde is closing in. They're coming, so wait, all of them.
Damn it all, I thought we'd have more time. Gather the men in the square. Send to the rest for reinforcements.
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
A Kashek, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that's...
Now you're out.
Precisely.
What if...
You mean...
So they may not...
You're right, my lord. I will... My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter. To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I
I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool!
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it were me...
Lord Rossfield?
So what's...
We'll divide upon
You're going to...
I am. By with love. And for you...
A sound plan. I'd say you have both in abundance, so wait. But you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory?
Sir Wade! They're here!
Then you know what you must do. We work together. Everyone playing their part. Each shielding the other that no man might fall. That Eastpool might live on. For Rosaria.
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too, then, eh?
Right you are, Martha.
Here it comes. Not let this village fall.
All yours, Chocobo! Chocobo, kill!
Looks like that's the...
Lord Rock.
What is...
Owl from...
Well, the bet so hard. No, I'll go join...
If may the...
Next one's mine. I might not know one.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
Ready to go? That's it!
All right. Back to Eastpool.
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
I think it might.
We did it. We saved Eastpool. Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
No, Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it, but now we do. We really do.
Forgive us, but we're free.
And this is...
They'll have us.
Come on then.
This village isn't gonna rebuild itself.
They're not slaves anymore.
No. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he were still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home.
I think you'll find it's East Pudlian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course, and I'd be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, haven't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right. I will.
Lord Rossfield, do you remember our very first mission together? Clearing the goblins from the Stillwind marshes?
How could I forget?
There's one sight that I shall never forget. You, facing off against that giant Morble. Not a trace of fear on your face. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor, I thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender. But every time, I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield. Know that whatever...
So I know, and in...
Thank you. I know that...
The hero? It's lucky you came. Not only did my...
I just did...
And it's only... Take it before...
Thank you, Martha.
So, Eastpool's finally back on its feet again, and I hope...
Well, it was...
I know, though I suppose the... You know, bearers knows as I am.
I take...
Well, if in fact that's how I met. He showed up at the stables one day. Found her me. I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I told me I was giving them right under my... And do you know what he did? He smiled, and then he laughed. And then I did the same. We made a pact that day, that whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were?
Well, just like your dad. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed. But the loftier one, which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we could think it's all... Anyway, better get back to the least of...
That sounds... Not here.
All yours, Chocobo! Yeah! Chocobo, kill!
Let's go. Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long. With all... Oh, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try.
All yours,
So much for your rest.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my... I surrender.
Sid.
Ah, Doris. I take it, you know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people.
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, you were
always so, but how?
I know. To liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore. And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right. If you're certain.
I am.
And I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hide. Oh, and your letter.
I'd been hoping as much. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former ma. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sandbreak. And she won't be getting off lightly. Can't have been easy for...
I'm sure it wasn't.
I hope so. You had quite the... Anyway, thanks again.
Keep up the good work. Village has turned. I can walk from here.
All yours, Chocobo! Now, Chocobo! Kill! And another! Chocobo, kill! Now, Chocobo!
This is no time to ride.
All yours, Chocobo! Stay!
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia. I'll need to deal with these ones first. This is it. Right then. There's two more to find.
Everything's back the way it was.
Take that, you nod!
All is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them.
Just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? They're going...
It's but a... Speak, maybe... And they might have elected to take a similar approach. They have formed what one could call a league of... And they... The longer we have our best life, perhaps... Vic... Oh.
What's the difference between a lord and a... Bear? That's easy. One of them's...
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition.
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosness by now.
I did. Then I came back. I've developed something of a fondness for the place. And having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem remiss to abandon it to another. A sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting. Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad about how to organize our forces. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike at once. But we...
All right.
There's one...
Leave it.
Let's go.
Those ne'er-do-wells.
Time to fight. That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him! The one who killed Locke and Fingers! Take his head off! All yours, Stay down! Now, Toggle! All yours, Toggle! Now, Toggle! All yours, Toggle! All yours, Toggle!
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you? Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but... that's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that Lubor is a bearer. Seems that what some of them... But
that's not possible.
It is. If he has, well, I would still...
Fuck.
I don't know where we...
You're right.
And now, I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running, but we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing. All that. Look.
All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
You're right.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a Dalmek born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who they... Lord...
I'll do it. Lubor, stay here with the children. I can't promise anything, but we'll try.
And that is all I can ask of you.